this episode.
Daihatsu Mira, PVC ring. Drifting is a lot of fun to do, but there's one big unavoidable problem with it. It's expensive. Any rear-wheel drive car that can drift is just going up and up in price every day, and that's to say nothing about all the golden era JDM cars that we all love and became famous through drifting. On top of all that, tires, fuel, parts, maintenance, and any small little accident you have is just thousands of dollars that you have to spend. So how can you go drifting without spending a whole lot of money? Well, I guess some of the options are simulator drifting, which is, very good, but a decent rig, good PC, triple monitors, expensive. Radio control drifting, anyone who does that will tell you that just spirals out of control real quick. So what's the answer to a whole lot of seat time without spending too much money? Well, one option is this, a PVC ring. I first covered this about 7 years ago. PVC drifting is when you take a cheap front-wheel drive Japanese K-class car, put PVC rings over the back tires to lower grip, and slide them around like you would a rear-wheel drive car. I know some of you are thinking, well, that sounds like what I used to do at night at fast food places in the car park with the trays. It's like that, but a much more advanced version. I have done a little bit of PVC drifting myself before in a borrowed car, but I thought rather than keep borrowing cars, I'd get myself one of these. Daihatsu Mira, 2001, 660cc, 54 horsepower. Yeah. Picked this up for about $750, 210,000 kilometers, one old man owner who bought it new and then sold it when he decided to give up his license. I definitely could have found something cheaper, but I thought I'd go fancy. This is kind of the Cadillac of PVC drifting, if what I've been told is right. It has the twin cam 660cc engine, 4-door, 5-speed manual. But because I'm new to this, I don't really know what I need to do to this car to make it into a PVC drifter. So I went to a PVC track day to ask the people who've been doing it for a long time, what's the absolute minimum I need to do to make this into a PVC drift car? So the Mira I bought was an L700 series, and I don't really know exactly what to do, if there's any little tricks or something that needs to be done with that car to make it drift well. So I've come out to find the two best L700 Mira drifters, or PVC drifters anyway, in the world, I think I've got to say. This is Koizumi-san and Aya.
Hi,
Okay, so ちょっと質問あるけど、L700 を MB ドリフトしたかったらどうすればいいんですか？何が必要？ウォータースプレー。
ウォータースプレー。で、そうノズル。
あ、これね。
噴霧ノズル。はい。
じゃ直接下に。
そう、直接ここに穴開けて、もう下にそのまま入れちゃう。あと知恵の輪。知恵の輪。切れ角アップスペーサー。
ある？
そう、トヨタ用の5ミリ。86とかマーク2とか
が使えますか？
そう使える。そうそれで5ミリ入れるだけでだいぶ切れ角変えるもんで。
あやさんもある？それ。
あやさんも入れてる。これも5ミリ。
そうこれも5ミリ。5ミリ入れるだけで全然もうくるって回るのがアクセル入れただけで起きてくるもんで。そう修正がすごく効きやすい。
はまるところのネジをちょっと切ってタイヤのとこ奥までねじ込めるように。ちょっとそういう場合が。
I think maybe for the first time I do it, I won't do that. I'm gonna start off easy, but 最初は必要ないよね。
必要ない全然。
Basically the same as a regular drift car. Okay, じゃあ次なんかある？
あとフロントだけワイドトレッド。
ワイドトレッド。
これ普通の鉄賃だけどワイドトレッド。
そうめちゃくちゃ外に出してる。
何ミリ？本当に
これ30ミリぐらい全部合わせると30ミリぐらい。
30？じゃあワイトレ。
これも同じような感じでワイドトレッドに。
でもこれは
ホイールでね。
そうこれはホイールでね。
ゴルフカートのやつ。
産用のゴルフカート用の PCD100。
こういうシートは必要ですか？キティちゃんの。
キティちゃんのシートすごい必要。これじゃないと私調子よく走れないの。
できない。
はい。女子は必要ですわ。
Okay。
はい。
まあそれだけ簡単ですね。
あともうこれシングルカムエンジンの48馬力、もう激遅でも大丈夫です。
はい。私はツインカム買った。
ああ、じゃあそっちの方が早い、そっちの方が早い。
おーじゃあ
絶対
シングルカムでも OK。
Okay.
オートマでも全然できるし。
Okay. All right. Well, I may have overspecced myself buying the slightly more expensive one. I could have gone for something cheaper, but hey, look, you know, we're going to go all in on this. You lost a ring.
ナスカ。
That was a genuine race style pit stop right there. And he's already back out. Didn't even miss a run. I just noticed this too. One of the good things about these cars is they both drove here on regular plates. In Japanese you call it jiso, or like self-driving. Not on a truck or anything. They both came from Shizuoka. They came from Shizuoka. The good thing is, see how these have the yellow K number plates on them? The expressway is much cheaper. So not only is the expressway like half price, he filled up this morning, drove here, drove all day, it's still got half a tank. He's got half a tank. Hey, いつ給油した？
今日の朝。
今日の朝。
今日日が変わって1時半ぐらいに燃料入れて、こう来て走って走行会終わってこれだからもうそのまま静岡帰れる。
Nice. That's good on fuel too. There you go. Everything about these is cheap. Everything is cheap. I like it. I like the idea of this even more now. All right, well, time to get started. So I found this in the car when I bought it, and a piece of cardboard. It looks like, you know, when you buy a collared shirt, it's like the piece of cardboard inside that. Notes from the previous owner, written in marker, what needs to be done to this car or anything that's wrong with it. Okay, first one, clutch pedal is a bit weird. I noticed that when I was trying to load it onto the truck. You have to push the clutch like all the way to the floor and it just barely goes in gear. So we'll look at that. If you lower the driver's side window all the way, the switch won't let it go back up. Okay, the switch is a bit broken. That's fine, don't care. At 210,000 kilometers, change the oil and the elements, or the filter, so they call it element here. And plug. Okay, I don't have plugs, but I do have oil. The timing belt is okay until 230,000. That's good. Rear lining cap has been changed. Okay, so the rear brakes got rebuilt. All right, that's it. Okay, so with the clutch, it goes all that way without starting to engage, and then it engages. So we'll have a look at that first. So this is the EFVE engine, 660cc, because all the Japanese ones are limited to 660cc, of course, because it's a K car. But they were sold, I believe, up to 1 litre overseas in like various markets. They don't have a clutch master. Oh, it's cable operated. Okay, I didn't know that. I can't see what's going on, so I have to take the airbox off. Okay, that's the clutch arm, and there's a cable that runs here, and that, I'm guessing, is the adjuster, so we can wind it up a bit. There we go, like that. And I just turn this to wind that up, and it should take that slack out. Just pull it up and do that, I guess. Something like that. There we go. It picks up like there now. Before it was like all the way down here. Might as well do a quick check while I'm here. It has power steering. It has brake fluid and it looks pretty good. Before I warm it up to drain the oil, it has coolant. The washer bottle is full with actual blue washer fluid and new battery. So we should be pretty good here. All right, oil change. Everything's so small. Speaking of small, look, this is the can of oil. I'm not sponsored, but look how small it is. This is a 3 litre and that takes like 2.4 with the filter change. Oh, great, it's facing straight down. There we go. And the filter is right there. Normally the number plate would go here, but you can see it like it's just straight through right there. Ooh, it's only hand tight. That's interesting. There we go. That already sounds better. Yeah, that even sounds better. It needed that oil change. All right, now comes the fun part. Next thing we need to do is make a water spray system for the PVC rings. Now, it's not to lower grip as you may think. It's actually to cool these down because as they're sliding across the ground, they tend to heat up a lot and start to disintegrate and also crack. So, water jug, aquarium piping, using these sprayers, garden sprayer sort of thing, and a cigarette lighter attachment. This water jerry thing, I already had it free. This is a washer motor out of an S14 Sylvia, free, and it's attached here. Just drilled a little hole, put it in there. And if you attach this to that, you can pump water out of it. All right, sprayer goes in there. It's got some little spade connectors that go on here. And then if we put this in the cigarette lighter, we get a spray. Well, that works. So now we need to put this in 2 holes facing down on the rear tires. Okay, I stripped out the interior and the rear seat because we don't need it. And I'm pretty sure that the hole needs to go right there. I sort of remember where it was on the cars I saw. And it seems to be right, so we're going to put a hole right there and hope it's right. Oh, like a glove. There we go. Press fit. Just open that up so it has a bit of air that can flow in. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'd say that's working. That'll do for now. Just one other thing I'll do here as well. Little vented cap. So as it's pumping water out, the air has a way to get in and it won't leak. I might as well clean a little bit while I'm here. All right, here comes the fun part, which is trying to get the PVC ring onto the tires. So here's the wheels we're using. I just got some steel wheels just somewhere. And there's a very specific size of tire that these need to go onto. And unfortunately, it's not a very common tire size these days. I couldn't find any secondhand ones, so I had to buy these. These are actually snow tires. You can see it's like studless snow tires. I've been told that these work better than regular tires because the rubber is a bit softer and it sort of holds the ring better on the tire. But the problem is that slightly secondhand is better because the diameter is slightly smaller. These are pretty big because they're brand new, but that's all I could do. So first thing is to pull the valve off so they shrink a little bit. I have seen this done and it never looks easy. I'm sure there's some sort of technique to it, but I'll have a go. Maybe I kind of have to walk it on. And I used to do this, with regular drift tires, just change them by hand. Don't really do it anymore. I don't like doing it, but I should be able to get it. Okay, I'm gonna make a phone call. I'll be back. Okay, I just made a phone call. There is sort of a secret technique to it using this. Apparently you start like this. Start to get it on like that. Okay, it's on a little bit. And then move the strap over a bit. Oh, that looks like it's working. And then sort of like that. Not the most sketchy thing I've done, but close. Actually, that's pretty good. It's like lined up right in the middle. Don't worry about that, just trust me, okay? Just trust me for now. Now do one more. Done. Our new set of PVC rallies ready to go. I know this looks weird. I know any tire techs who are watching this out there looking at this just shaking their head. Just trust me, okay? All right, I think we're done. Yeah, okay, let's pack up. Alright, it's the next day and we're out here at Fuji Speedway and I'm with all the PVC people and the Mira is here and ready to go. This is just a regular kind of track day, but they have a special PVC only class and that's why I'm here. I missed the first session because I forgot to bring my fuel tank. I left it in my regular van and I had to run down to the fuel station at Fuji Speedway. They only have high octane. It's like 50 cents a litre higher than it is outside. And the guy was like, are you sure you want me to fill up? I'm like, yes, I have to get back. And as you can see, it's been raining this morning, so the track is completely wet, which is good for us. But I do have the water spray system all set up and ready to go. Let's have a look at that. All right, plug that in. And we have the spray on the rings on this side and on this side. So if we do need it later today, we have it. And I'm not too keen on it, but I know you all want to see me drift with the Katana shift knob. Like I explained in the previous video, this was in the car when I bought it. Completely stock otherwise, but this was in the car. So yeah, the old man who owned it before me, I don't know, had that samurai spirit. So we'll give this a go. Oh yeah, one other thing that would be good to do is buy new wiper blades. I always try and do that when I buy a new car. All right, we won't run the water spray system this time because it's still pretty wet. All right, here we go. This is so stupid. Also, I did order a steering wheel boss to put a bit of a deeper wheel on it so I have more room around my knees. But I just got the email from Amazon like 20 minutes ago that says it's coming. All right, here we go. I'll just follow someone on the first lap, I think, just to see where the track is. So we're running, yeah, it's straight, and then the back section is the chicane. All right, no problem so far. All right, shift down. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, the accelerator doesn't work like it does in a regular car. You got to keep it going. Yes. So just turn in and whoa. Okay. Go. Yep. Be more gentle. Got to be more gentle. This is not a drift car. This is a PVC drift car. So I got to stay on the accelerator a bit. Okay, we're doing it again. Yeah, I'm getting on the accelerator too late. You kind of have to drive through the corner because the front wheels are pulling the car through the corner. Actually, this shifter isn't that bad. 70 kilometers an hour. I'm going to slow down though. Second gear and turn in and drive around the corner like this. There we go. Oh wow, the stock suspension is very bouncy. There we go. This is great. Oh, here's one thing too. The car doesn't really self-steer like it does. You have to, yeah, so you have to wind it on yourself, which, and I'm trying to talk while I'm trying to learn how to do this, but here's one reason why this is a good training tool, is what I've been told anyway. Most pro cars these days, you know, they're all running that Wisefab style suspension that doesn't really have a whole lot of self-steer. That's what these are good for practicing. At least that's what someone told me. Flat out. Oh, look how far back they're entering from, man. They're entering all the way up the the straight. I want to do that. That looks fun. It's so quiet too. I think this thing needs a exhaust. Oh, he lost a ring. He lost the ring. Oh, it's front wheel drive. Point it where you want it to go. There we go. Yeah, point it where you want it to go and push the accelerator like that. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, link it. Not quite. Oh, that's a bit too much. This is great. Bit of a smaller steering wheel, a bit of dish would be a lot better. All right, third gear. It's probably the last lap. Oh, yeah, that's no good. Okay. I'm not at that level yet. Yep, totally worth it. Doing that for under $1,000. I'd call that a success. Yeah. Yeah, considering how little this cost, and it took like an afternoon, like an evening to set up, that's worth it. I want to see if I can do a big entry later on today and work up to it. So just a tiny bit of no. I can hear the rear brakes locking up when I do that. Oops, second gear. There we go. Third gear. 70. Slight brake. Yeah, if I get back on the accelerator there, it straightens out. So it's just a sorry. So it's just a really long ride of the brakes, because if you accelerate it straightens up again. All right. One thing I am enjoying about this is it's not frustrating, because I remember trying to learn how to drift like a long time ago and I'd get frustrated really easily, but I'm like, this is annoying that I can't get it right, but I'm not being frustrated by it. There we go. Okay, I got it. Second gear. All right, let's. Okay, all right. Let's not get fancy.
でも慣れると早い方がさ、やりやすい。遅いとさ、先に行っちゃうじゃん。回転数上げとかないとリアが先に行っちゃうからさ、もう回転数上げとけばさ、リアがバーンって出てもフロント転がせば追いつくじゃん。
じゃあ逆にスピード出す方が簡単。
そう、出す方が簡単。
なるほど。
さ、回転低くなっちゃうとさ、あーって言ってからアクセル踏んでもスピンしちゃうじゃんね。普通にこう飛ばすときはね、曲がるときはさ、自分の作った車速でやる感じだから、まあそこはバランス見てだけど、そう飛ばすときはさ。
Alright, we've done a few sessions now. We've got to set a goal, and I think a good goal would be to, let's say, get it up to 70 kilometers an hour and do that. The big swing entry. Oh. That needs that music over the top, you know. How's it go? You know what I'm talking about? Like the ballet music. A bit of a swan. We had a bit of a Swan Lake moment right there. How's she so fast, man? No! Oh well, I tried. Alright, well I think it's just a case of getting more comfortable with the speed. But honestly, like the feeling and the thrill of it is almost all the way there. I mean, you can't have this much fun doing radio control drifting or sim drifting or anything like that, because you know you're actually sitting in the car and you're getting the G-forces. No, don't go down. Okay, let go of the switch. There we go. Cool, and this didn't really get in the way, which is good. All right, one of the sessions they ran before was a qualifier for a drift competition, and I still had no idea what I was doing, so I obviously didn't qualify, but that's what they're doing right now. So let's see how you're supposed to do this course. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Yeah, it's scary going towards that wall. Whoa. Yeah, like that. Time right now is 4:30, and that means 24 hours ago I was just starting working on this. Like from, you know, obviously I'd collected parts so I could do it all in one go, but that's pretty cool. About under $1,000 all up for the whole car, getting it ready, maintenance, parts, spares, things like that, the plastic rings, the PVC rings to go on the back, and a full day of drifting, no problems. I did spend a lot on fuel because it was the fuel at Fuji Speedway and it was only high octane. Even the guy was like, dude, you should go outside. You shouldn't buy fuel here because it's too expensive. Like the guy at the stand was saying that. I said in the last video I was doing cheap month this month. That was last month, but we're doing it this month anyway. Under $1,000 for, I'd say not 80%, 90% of the drifting experience with PVC drifting. Anyway, so we've got this car now. We can go and do other events and hopefully do a bit more of, you know, this sort of thing. This is going to be the objective, is door-to-door driving. It still looks too clean. Subscribe if you want to see more JDM car content from Japan. Patreon for people who are hardcore and want to see the videos early and get involved. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. I didn't even get to use the water spray system, man. I put so much effort into that. Oh well. Yes. No.